Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 13 here on our channel, The Adventures of Raffi the Great. And we are here on the east coast of Sydney. Beautiful sunrise this morning. And behind us here we had a very scenic location, guys. Okay, a boat yard, if you'd like to call it, with several, about 8 to 10 docks here and platforms for the boats to come out into the water. Nonetheless, let's delve into today's topic, onto today's topic of discussion, guys. Why your light triggers others and how trauma shapes our reactions. Why does my shining dim your light? Why does my joy feel like a threat to your peace? Why does one person simply existing in their glow trigger anger, envy, and discomfort in another? Those key terms, those key words, and those questions we have asked. Take a minute, pause, think, dwell on said questions, guys, and come to an understanding to know thy inner self a little bit deeper before we continue on this episode. So moving forward, after you have paused this video for inner self-reflection, we continue. Today we are diving deeper into the psychology, the science, and the soul behind this universal human experience on planet Earth. And more importantly, how we can heal from it. Welcome back, guys. I am the doctor of the New World Order, the architect of inner change. Let's begin. Let's begin. Why your light triggers others. A candle lighting another candle, and someone shines. Unapologetically, it exposes the places in others that still feel dim. In short, guys, it exposes, it triggers others. It's a projection, guys. Others will project their insecurities onto you. The more you observe this throughout conversations, throughout people's journey, throughout people's perspectives, this starts to become, this starts to shed more light and it becomes more evident. Okay? Your joy acts like a mirror. Your confidence acts like a contrast. Your growth reminds them of healing that they have not done. Psychology calls this the social comparison activation. Okay, neuroscience shows us that when someone feels insecure, the brain triggers, number one, the amygdala, a threat detection. Number two, the insula, emotional discomfort. And number three, the default mode network, self-judgment and rumination. So your glow does not harm them, it activates the trauma that they have not addressed themselves. Okay, your joy reminds them of the joy that they have abandoned. Okay, your light exposes the shadows they have avoided. Your peace reveals the chaos they buried. And guys, for most people that do not know how to sit with that, sitting with ourselves allows us to be grounded and centered in our own thoughts and to be able to hear by inner self truly. Part two, guys, why joy in others can cause anger. Joy can trigger anger because, number one, unhealed trauma creates emotional congestion. There is no space for brightness when someone is full of unresolved pain. Number two, people confuse comparison with self-worth. If you're doing well, that means I am doing worse. And once again, in our previous episode, episode 12, it is that constant fluctuation, guys, that constant state between collaboration and comparison, guys. Where comparison is the thief of joy, and collaboration is bringing it back to togetherness, bringing it back to wholeness, prosperity, abundance, joy, wealth, love. All these key terms, guys, that we should start to embody. Okay? And number three, the nervous system remembers old wounds. Someone shining may remind them of moments they were ignored, minimized, or mistreated. Food for thought, guys. Okay, and as we continue and we mention key terms and key points, please take the initiative, guys, to pause the video, reflect on what we have talked before continuing further. So let's continue. And number four, to close that, projection, guys, becomes easier than reflection. Instead of asking, why does this bother me? They unconsciously say, you are the problem. Incorrect, guys. They are looking at others as the problem because they cannot have a look at themselves. This anger is rarely about you. It is about the version of them that they have not met yet. Wow. Just well. If this is not mind-blowing, guys, I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's continue. The science of trauma and why it lasts. Trauma is not just emotional. It is neurological, chemical, somatic, and memory-based. Trauma lasts because, number one, the brain encodes traumatic events differently. The amygdala stores emotional intensity. The hippocampus, guys, of the brain misfiles the memory. So the body reacts as if the trauma is still happening now. Number two, the nervous system gets stuck in survival mode. Oh, we're losing. It's all rocky down here, guys. Check that out. Okay, so the nervous system gets stuck in survival mode. Fight, flight, freeze. The body stays hyper alert even after the threat is gone. Number three, trauma changes perception. It becomes the lens through which we see everything. Relationships, trust, communication, boundaries, self-worth. Number four, trauma shapes our identity story. People attach to the pain because, well, guys, it is familiar, and people are attracted to what is familiar. Letting go feels unsafe, even if suffering continues. So, as we move on now, section 4, guys, how to let go of trauma. $1 million question of why we're all here on this episode 13. How do we let go of all this trauma? The question that everyone's asking. Guys, we simply do not forget the past. You need to start to reframe it, guys. Okay? Reframe how you think about the situation. Reframe how you talk to yourself, guys. It all starts with a sense of inner peace, inner groundedness, and being able to talk about situations in positive light and having a look from different perspectives, different angles, left, right, center, up, down, okay? Because how you view one situation today is not the same how you view that situation tomorrow or in any other instance or any other point in time, okay? So once we have reframed it, we extract, juicy, 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 we extract the lesson the wisdom, the growth, not the suffering. And then we learn how to move forward. Move forward, guys. So healing comes from, here we go. Number one, closing the emotional loops. Ooh. So the brain needs closure to stop replaying the memories. Okay, so this can be done through therapy, journaling, somatic release, breath work, and obviously coaching, guys. Okay, number two, rebuilding a future focused identity. You are not what happened to you. And I'm going to repeat that, guys. You are not what happened to you. You are not what happened to you. Okay? You are what you choose next. You are what you choose next. Number three, choosing love as the operating system. Okay? That is what we all should start to embody, guys. Choosing love as the operating system. Why, you might ask? Why, you might ask? Not the fluffy version, the courage to see yourself clearly, the strength to show up differently, the discipline to break patterns. Number four, using your achievements as data, not ego. We grow, we adapt, and we reconstruct our lives based on what worked, what did not, and what we want moving forward. Okay? Healing, guys, needs to be intentional architecture. You design the structure, number one. Number two, you build the foundation. And number three, you choose the materials. Ooh. So moving on for that, we now look at why people hold anger and resentment. Guys, most resentment comes from one thing: lack of boundaries. We teach people how to treat us by what we allow, what we tolerate, and what we reinforce. Okay? Your communication is a training manual. If you speak softly, tolerate disrespect, or betray your own needs, people subconsciously follow that script. Guys, as a doctor of the New World Architect, sharing from past experience and psychological perspectives, okay, we are all children in adult bodies. No matter how old we get, no matter what science, no matter what the world tells you, no matter what doctors tell you, okay, we are all adults living and experiencing Earth in different experiences, guys, no matter where we are in the world. And that's something to have as an important aspect in the subconscious, that we get to choose our own reality, how we see the world, because every instance, every interaction, like we just previously mentioned, like how we view what we see is up to us, guys. You know? So anyway, just like a dog that learns, sit, stay, and has boundaries, humans need to also adapt to these standards that you set. Not because people are animals, but because human behavior responds to structure, clarity, and consistency. Guys, as we start to delve a little bit more deeper, okay, daily practices to release trauma, okay, whether someone is highly sensitive, autistic, ADHD, neurodivergent, neurotypical, or simply overwhelmed, okay, we are catering to an abundant source of individuals, okay. Self-regulation is the foundational aspect of all this, okay. And what we mean by self-regulation, okay, number one, morning nervous system reset. Guys, deep breathing, grounding your feet on the floor, setting an intention. Today, I respond, not react. Number two, body-based trauma release. Because trauma lives in the muscles and the fascia. So, number one, things to look to do: stretching, shaking, cold exposure, swimming in the water, guys. That's the best therapy. Okay, a weighted blanket, slow walking are highly effective. Number three, cognitive reframing. Ask yourself daily, what story am I telling myself, and is it actually true? Number four, micro boundaries, guys. Okay, practice small acts of self-respect. Saying no, pausing before responding, time limits, guys. Choosing environments that support you. Number five, external regulation tools. Okay, timers, structured routines, sensory breaks, low stimulation spaces, noise cancelling headphones, visual planners, gentle accountability. Okay, everyone is wired differently, guys, and it is how we respond differently, okay, that wires our nervous systems differently. So, moving on, guys, section 7, why you must understand you before you teach others. Guys, you cannot guide someone out of a forest if you have not walked through. Just like you cannot lead a horse to water, but you cannot force it to drink it. You cannot preach healing from runes you refuse to look at. You cannot coach others if you do not understand your trauma, your triggers, your perception, your biases, your nervous system, and your environment. Okay, your location, your upbringing, your culture, your trauma, your history, and worldview all shape how you think, feel, and react. This is why coaching resembles surgery, guys, with precision. Okay, with precision. So a doctor does not guess, he assesses, he studies the environment that we are in. Okay, look at this. He examines the structure, the foundation that it is built on. Then he applies the exact medicine required. Healing is the same, guys. Okay? So, to tie this little episode together, bring it into conclusion, guys. Okay? Trauma does not define you. Your past does not imprison you. Your glow does not threaten anyone. It simply reveals where healing is needed. Okay? And the more we heal, the more we shine, and the more we give others permission to rise with us, guys, we simply allow love, peace, joy, and prosperity in ourselves and in others, guys. And now we start lighting other people's candles. And that's the closing message, guys. Share the love, share the joy, share the prosperity. Okay, because a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle, guys. So we want to send some love, some joy, some happiness, some peace and prosperity all over the world. Okay? High vibe energy. Stay safe, stay grounded, stay strong, guys. Okay? Above all, start to look within. Okay? Because that is where true healing begins. And nonetheless, share this video to other people that might find this useful, helpful, beneficial. Okay? And above all, enjoy the show, come along for the journey, and stay tuned, guys, for episode 14 as we continue this four-part series on emotional and trauma healing, guys. So this was part 2 of a four-part series. Okay, episode 13 coming out next week is part 3 of this series, guys. So stay tuned, stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong. Okay, enjoy the show.